Life often throws challenges our way. Moments when hope seems distant and the path forward feels uncertain. But what if I told you that even the darkest times can hold the seeds of transformation? In today's video, we'll explore a timeless story from Buddha's teachings that carries a powerful message. Never lose hope in life. Along the way, I'll share real-life examples and insights to inspire you to find light, no matter how dark it gets. Let's begin. Many centuries ago, in a small village in India, there lived a woman named Kisa Gautami. She was known for her kindness and compassion, always helping her neighbors and bringing smiles to those around her. But one day, tragedy struck. Her only son, a young child, fell ill and passed away. Her world came crashing down. Overwhelmed by grief, Kisa refused to accept her son's death. She carried his body from house to house, pleading with everyone she met. "Please give me medicine to bring him back to life." People pitied her but couldn't help. Her despair deepened and hope seemed lost. Finally, someone suggested she visit the Buddha, who was known for his profound wisdom and compassion. Desperate, Kisa approached him and begged, "Please help me bring my son back to life." The Buddha listened patiently and said, "There is a way to help you, but you must first bring me a mustard seed from a household that has never experienced loss or death." Kisa immediately set out to find the mustard seed. She knocked on every door in the village, but everywhere she went, she heard the same response. "We can give you mustard seeds, but we too have lost loved ones." She realized that grief was not unique to her. It was a universal part of life. When she returned to the Buddha, she no longer carried her son's body. She bowed and said, "I understand now. Loss is inevitable, but life goes on." The Buddha gently replied, "When you accept this truth, you will find peace. Let your pain teach you resilience and let hope guide you forward." This story is not just about Kisa Gautami's journey, it's about all of us. How often do we cling to what we've lost, refusing to let go, and in doing so, lose sight of the hope and beauty that life still offers? Buddha's wisdom teaches us that suffering is universal, but so is our ability to heal and move forward. Let's bring this lesson to modern times. Meet Sarah, a young entrepreneur who poured her heart and soul into her first business. She dreamed big but faced one failure after another. Her investors pulled out, her friends doubted her, and she felt like giving up. But instead of dwelling on her losses, Sarah decided to learn from them. Sarah started over, applying the lessons from her failures. 3 years later, she launched a successful company that not only thrived but inspired others. She often says, "My failures were my greatest teachers. They taught me to hope, to persevere." Now, consider David, a marathon runner who was in a devastating car accident that left him unable to walk. Doctors told him he might never run again. For months, he was consumed by anger and despair. But one day, he decided to shift his focus from what he'd lost to what he still had, his determination. With relentless effort and hope, David slowly regained his strength. 2 years later, he completed a marathon. Not as fast as before, but with a greater sense of achievement than ever. David's story reminds us that setbacks are temporary, but hope can carry us through anything. So, what can we learn from these stories? Here are 3 powerful takeaways. Accept impermanence. Life is constantly changing. Holding on to the past only keeps us stuck. By accepting impermanence, we free ourselves to grow and adapt. Let pain be a teacher. Pain is inevitable, but it's also a great teacher. It can show us what matters most and push us to discover inner strength we never knew we had. Always choose hope. No matter how difficult life gets, hope gives us the courage to take the next step. Remember, every storm eventually passes, and every ending carries the seed of a new beginning. In the story of Kisa Gautami, in Sarah's failures, in David's recovery, and perhaps even in your own life, one thing remains clear. Hope is the light that guides us through darkness. Never lose it. Because when you hold on to hope, you open the door to endless possibilities. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And remember, no matter what you're facing, hope is always within reach. Take care and see you in the next video.